Why is Japan's crime rate so low? In 2021, Japan finally got the chance to host the Olympics, albeit with practically no spectators. However, in pre-pandemic 2019, Japan hosted the Rugby World Cup, attracting 250,000 fans from overseas. First-time visitors were gushing over Japan. The service, the efficient transport, the 24-hour alcohol sales, and most importantly, the safety. For a long time, Japan has been renowned as one of the safest countries in the world. It has an extremely low violent crime rate, ranking up there with Switzerland, Germany, Singapore, and New Zealand as safe societies. However, Japan's sizable population of 125 million people accounts for all of these countries combined. How does a country with such a large number of people in such a relatively narrow space maintain the law so effectively? In Japan's case, there are a number of explanations. The first and most obvious one is a tightly monitored ban on firearms. This alone plays a huge role in the prevention of violent crimes and homicides. Japan does not manufacture firearms and makes the ownership of a gun extremely difficult. Handguns are completely banned, and the only way to acquire a shotgun license is through an extensive series of training and police checks. As a result, guns are hard to come by, meaning criminal gangs most often do without them. Police officers do have guns, but don't carry them off duty. Rather, every police officer must have learned a martial art, usually judo or kendo, before graduating from police academy. This is a highly practical requirement, as most encounters with criminals in Japan require police to restrain unarmed offenders. Knives are the only real option for violent crimes, and are more easily dealt with than if someone was using a firearm. The closest most Japanese people get to guns is at a shooting range on overseas holidays in Hawaii or Guam. Another factor related to Japan's low crime rate is a similarly strict policing of drug use and possession. In other societies, highly addictive drugs such as heroin and methamphetamine can lead to violent crimes and robberies. Such incidents are almost unheard of in Japan. Other recreational drugs such as cocaine and MDMA, which are widely used in some countries, are almost non-existent in Japan. The reason is simple: extremely harsh punishments for anyone caught in possession of or attempting to sell banned drugs. This almost certainly includes a lengthy prison sentence and a mammoth fine, which makes most of Japan's drug of choice a glass of acai, washed down with a sake or whiskey. It's all very well to enjoy a beer, or 5, but heaven help you if you're caught drink driving in Japan. The hammer comes down hard. Other advanced countries permit some alcohol in the bloodstream whilst driving. For example, Australia has a 0.05% limit, and the UK is a 0.08%. In Japan, it's 0. Any traces of alcohol whilst behind the wheel are illegal. If you're caught drink driving in Japan, you can expect massive fines and probable jail time. As a result, taxis and drive your car services enjoy great business. Like anywhere in the world, illegal drugs and drink driving certainly exist in Japan. However, vigilant law enforcement largely keeps such issues under control. As well as having large police stations throughout urban areas, Japan also uses smaller koban boxes, which are mini 24-hour police stations. They're always policed and located in key areas, such as shopping districts and near stations. The prevalence of the koban and the high visibility of its officers also plays a key role in inhibiting the incidence of crime. If you're after a gun and/or drugs in Japan, you're out of luck. So far, so good. Like other countries with low crime rates, Japan is also a highly industrialized and affluent nation. Unlike such countries, though, Japan probably has the lowest levels of social inequality in the developed world. 99% of the population is literate, and over 95% of students at least graduate from high school. This creates high employment rates, around the 77% mark, which puts Japan amongst the highest ranked in the world. An extensive social welfare system provides for those out of work, and Japan has one of the best healthcare systems in the world. The universal healthcare system allows those earning less income to pay less for their medical fees and consultations. With the majority of the population being fully employed and safe in the knowledge they will be supported if not, the incentives for crime are significantly lowered. Which brings us to, arguably, the most important factor behind Japan's low crime rate: the power of the group. Japan is a collective society, meaning that the needs of the group is put ahead of the individual. This is vastly different to highly individualist societies such as Australia, the UK, and the United States. While there are advantages and disadvantages to each style of society, Japan's strong emphasis on belonging to and respecting the group is crucial to making it a safe place to live. The group can be extended to mean society. To do the wrong thing would be to lose face, not only for yourself, but to anyone associated with you. Family, friends, neighbours, co-workers, and ultimately, society. Japanese people are introduced to the importance of belonging to a group very early in life. In kindergartens, they form designated groups within their classes and learn how to get along with each other and function as a unit. The group system continues all the way through school life and into adulthood. Companies and organisations form close-knit departments with a strict adherence to those in charge. Neighbourhoods form groups to administer a wide range of functions, such as cleaning or organising festivals. Throughout their youth and adult life, Japanese people are continually reminded of rules and procedures. And it is with great emphasis that teachers, parents, sports coaches and CEOs remonstrate the need to follow such rules. For to disobey a rule is to bring shame upon you and your group, and threatens to undo the carefully structured societal framework that keeps everything together. As a result, Japan is a largely conformist country, admittedly with its pros and cons. Not so great for extroverted eccentrics, but perfect for those who just want to keep their head down and get on with things. The understanding of the need to stick to rules and respect those around you can be seen throughout Japan in everyday life. People patiently queue for public transport, shoes are taken on and off where necessary in houses and shops, lost belongings are almost always handed in to the nearest police station. It simply doesn't occur to most Japanese people to break the law, for the consequences it would bring. As a result, the incentives to commit a crime are greatly reduced by a society that looks after its people. The will to commit a crime is also minimised by the guiding power of the strict social order. Sure, Japan has its share of crime, with theft, vandalism and fraud being the most common occurrences. This will exist in any society. On the whole, though, Japan can be proud of creating a uniquely safe society that is not only easy to live in, but a pleasure to visit.